Hi guys, I'm working on her today. Her face is so tiny. She's ending up like E.T. and she was kind of a Roman angelic like face looking down previously in the day yesterday. And though I liked it, I didn't like her attitude when she's down. I mean, she's got the lock in her hand. So she just busted that. So she should have a better attitude, I thought. So I tipped her head back up, but it became very small. And so then I took a bunch of her hair away. The way I did that was just putting some more color of water right on top of the hair. And that's unicorn and acrylics that I'm working with today. So that's that. Thomas, welcome. Is it early? So Cookie, which is now I call her M&M, Maka's Muses or something like that, we're gonna hang out together a little bit, teach me how to do feathers tomorrow or something like that. I don't know, I may be working on a skull and she'll be doing feathers. I don't know, but it'll be fun. A little set of the Arteza acrylics that I have. They came in a box. There's like 4 of these groups. They have all sorts of colors and of course the basics. But if you're going to work with any medium and it's new for you, then I recommend getting an extra white and an extra black because it just, I use a lot and everything else looks pretty nice and full, and then we've got the white. So, anyway, it's no worry because I have Celine here with me. She is aromatherapy. She's non-toxic. This is a white and it's kind of a metallic. And this is from the Artistic Vivations from Michelle Nicole, her line. And if you don't know, she is the creator and mastermind of the unicorn spit that I love so much, and I am an affiliate. You can find me here, you guys, and I would love to follow you back and subscribe to you back. All right, so I'm just going to start with some white, plain white unicorn spit. These are jasmine scented or lemongrass. And you usually shake it up really good before you get started. Just putting it on a little paper plate. And I'm also mixing in some of the Celine, because this whitening, this is just the regular white, but Celine has different properties, right? It's got a little bit more of an iridescent. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm not sure where we're going with her today, but I know I want some brights. Here. Just to give a little bit more definition in some areas. Some white with that on it as well. Just getting some other colors involved. Little white, little green. And the white again is a mix of Celine and the whitening unicorn spit. Junkie! Good morning! I don't know if you guys are still subscribing. I know Bold had to go to work and you've been on the down low in the shadow. So shout out to Bulger and Chunky if you're still subscribing, and shout out even if you're not. Because I was just saying, I'm not asking for subscribers because I've stopped like a timed live, you know what I mean? So I'm going to just add some more of that gold right on this brush, a little with the Celine, this white, and this ochre. Just highlight right here. Anyway, so I don't blame anybody for not subscribing, so I just want you to know I appreciated you so much for doing that and giving me the boost I needed. So just highlight a little bit more hip bone. So there's some burnt sienna. It has red tones of brown. And if you want some green tone brown, then the raw umber is really dark and it has some green tones in it, which is nice. So I took some of the burnt sienna and the yellow ochre on my brush and just mixed them in. I'm going to add a little bit of that white unicorn spit as well. If your paint is very thin, like unicorn spit is thin, it's a gel stain. So I like to mix it in with acrylics because it gives it that toughness that it needs to get a more of a defined line, you know what I mean? I'm not sure how much of this dark I want to put in, but I need something. Okay, this is the part where, you know, I know it's going to look like I ruin it. And that's okay, because I have been here before a gazillion times. And I want her darker over here. There's no light over there, much. But I want it in some sort of a skin tone I can go back to later. You know what I mean? Yeah, I put it all the way up on her greenness. That's okay. I don't care if they all blend together right now. Her tatas up a little bit. They started sagging. Did you notice? I have been working on her for so long. Okay, I'll go back and add a little pink to her, just to give different colors. And I love adding green and white for highlighting, or blue and white. It's so pretty, I think. I like it. Doesn't have any color in particular. You support me wherever I wander. You've been working a lot. Yeah, I wondered because it was, I couldn't reach you. And I thought, oh God, I have worn her out and she doesn't want to speak anymore, and that's okay. I can do that. I can do that. I'm just adding some pinks and purples. She has to have some other color. Well, you guys are really the best supporters anybody could have. I'm telling you, I jump around and you're still hanging out with me, and I thank you for that. Just more color. It's got to be a little darker under her arm. Give her a little more arm. Just see what I can do with this. I'm so afraid it's such a tiny spot that every little dot you make shows up. There is no forgiveness in the detailing here, I'll tell you. Which, you know, also makes it fun, but scary. Okay, so I'm gonna pull some more hair down across her shoulders, just thinly. There you go. I don't want to cover all of the background because I want her hair to look like it's not one solid chunk of something. I don't know. I'm asking for too much. Some more pink or purple for her shadow. Maybe a little green. I know it sounds gross, but you'll see those colors in different lights pop up, and that's kind of cool. So under her ear, a little bit more under the jaw. Whoops, that ain't right. Now her tata's gonna look like it's just popping out there. Much dark. And this is what happens hour after hour. And it's fun. It's crazy. A more fine-tipped brush. I could put some green on it and just throw everybody for a loop. I'll go with this. Like some of the lights hitting on it. I'm gonna get it nice and wet. Just drag that puppy through it. I think I'll put some more purple on it and make it a little darker in this red. I'm using this red brown. Just a couple streaks back here. I don't know, see, that's the thing. And as I'm doing this, it's just building up more and more. You should see her thigh. You can feel it raise up like, oh, a good 1/8 of an inch. Her tatas are the same. Her face is working that direction. But it's okay. I really kind of like that it did that, honestly. And I really want this to be darker back here all of a sudden. Let me put some purple back here. Give her more of a waist. Yeah, so I liked kind of what I was seeing there. Mixing that brown back in. I don't care what color I put on. It just, I like just seeing what happens. It's cool. I'll add some green to that. It's neat. I mean, now I'm just going with white over it. Just touching it here and there just to see what else I can do. It's better. Got some blue on my palette, some acrylic. Once I get done with my placement of everything, I will be adding these beautiful little gems wherever they are. These sparkling gel stains here and there, just to give it a little bit of a pop, but everything has to be finished before I do that. And then I will resin over the top of it. I won't be putting a dam on it though, I'll let it just flow over it. So you'll still get those bumps, but everything will be covered in resin. And I think with that, it's going to make it even have more dimension. But when I resin pieces, I do like to make sure I have white spots back here somewhere, because resin tends, to me anyway, to make things a little darker. And so I don't want to lose things that I have here. So I want highlighting different places, stuff that I don't want to lose, like the turtle down here. It's kind of tiny. It's all one color basically, so I will be highlighting the little turtle. And then I'll add a little bit more of a different color on my seahorse. So I'm also add a darker blue right now, just under his little jaw and neck. And then maybe add a touch of purple as well. Just to give it something a little just different. His fin got lost. I'm gonna give him something there too. I want to make them stand out a little bit more. Just put some dark blue behind him. Kind of change up some color area. So he doesn't blend in as much. Happen to have a piece of her tail flowing over him, so that's interesting to work around. And that's the thing I've learned through this painting, and I have to say it's been a blessing that with her hair, I just kept going and going. She was beyond Tina Turner. She was so far beyond. And I thought, how do I bring it back to strands of hair? And that's when I thought, well, it doesn't matter now. So I went ahead and did what I did over here. Just went over the top. Let me just kind of show you. Just more blues wherever I wanted. And it kind of helped just kind of push that hair back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You can still see it, but it's deeper in the water now. Isn't that cool? So, and then I can go back and highlight and bring out whatever colors I do want to bring out. So, but I found that on this because, so that's a light, you know, a silver lining. Yay. Oh, detail brushes. Get the blue. Good question. I like these. If you want skinny detail, I'm telling you what, that is like right there. I'll flip it around backwards or right when I edit. So I'll get a picture of it. Down though. That's gonna be cool if I get it in the right color. Not red, but you know, I think that's gonna be all right. And I'm beginning to like her face better. She's all just too pasty white right there, so. But as far as her attitude and the structure, I'm better with it. I still have to define. You guys are the sweetest, most encouraging group ever. I'm not kidding. I do like that. Aw, Thomas, you are awesome too. You all are. I so appreciate you. So, the stuff I'm talking about is this elegant finish. And when you put it on, it's almost like a relief paint, which means it's going to stand up really pretty tall. It's not. They don't advertise it like that, but when you put it on, trust me, you're going to things you're not going to be able to get rid of. So make sure it's right where you want it. You can get rid of it. You can just do what I do and just add something over the top of it, you know. But you're going to have a bump is what I'm trying to say. You can scrape it off or you can use texture and just go with it. That's if you mess up. But I mean, the good part about this is, you know, I'm looking for the bump. I'm looking for the texture here. And that super shiny thing that says metal. That's what I want. So I also want one right here because she's like a warrior. Let's give her a band of sorts. I'm gonna ordain doll her up too much because I want to continue to do her hair over her body a little bit more, but can't do that till I get her body right. Everything's kind of connected to something else, you know what I mean? But I am going to put a little bit more of that on this pirate chest thing that she is busted into. Isn't this fun, you guys? Seriously, y'all, if you don't paint, you don't have to draw. You know, everybody always starts like that. And start saying, oh, you should get a canvas. And they're like, I can't draw. It's like, no, neither can I. Honestly, I don't. Is the Midnight's Blackness. If you want black, I mean black. Unicorn Spit is your answer. Midnight's Blackness. Nice and thin, too. And you know, if you're going to go ahead and go over it and you don't want to lose the black Unicorn Spit, you can mix it with Floetrol, y'all. You can mix it with Floetrol and then put it on and let it dry, and it's not going to get picked back up again whether you're painting over it or not. So, you know, there's a thought. Some areas I want to leave alone, so I might do that, you know. This one I'm still working on, so I just want to get this a little darker in some areas. Not all the way across, not like a big thick line, but just some. It's like paintings all over the place. They're paintings inside of paintings. That's what I love about it. And back here, it almost could be a ghost ship. You know, I see this as like lights in the cabin down here. I don't know. You guys, you have to be over here, I guess, where I'm at to see it. But you can just detail the fire out of it and never quit if you don't want to. Like this part, I don't know what that is. Is it see-through? Or is it a bush? Or is it a rock? I don't know. Do I care? Maybe. Because it looks the same color as this now. You know what I'm saying? So I think I want to define that a little bit more. Turn it into either something. But I don't know. Sometimes it's good to kind of make it, you got to figure it out, you know? But as I keep painting on it, I still may not know what it is, but at least the color will be different. Just little pet peeves of mine. You do you, any way you want. And that's what I was going to say is you don't have to know how to paint to enjoy the process and to enjoy the experience. And I'm telling you, there's a whole bunch of internal emotional growth that happens even when you're not sitting there thinking about healing or anything like that. It doesn't matter. The process of painting and watching something change just by dabbing on different colors and bringing high light and low light is amazing. And I think in that process you realize that it doesn't take much to make a change, and that kind of transfers into your brain, into your life, you know, that if you want to change, you're closer than you think. You just have to decide. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like these colors. Start applying colors to your life to make those changes. And if it doesn't work, apply a different color until you got that change, you know? That's how life is. We get to create it. Isn't that beautiful? I'm trying not to make it look like that, but it sure is. I love that flow that's going, so I'm going to keep going with it. I want something out here, kind of spiky maybe, like it's plant. This edge is sharper, so it gets a nice line. And that's the thing. I don't know what this is, but I feel like I want to give it some little spikes, you know, kind of like a shell-like looking thing. So that's what I do. And then if it doesn't work, that's fine. Just do something else. That's what I do. Try it. It's fun. And who cares what it actually finishes like? The whole journey is what I seek, honestly. I do want it to be good because, you know, pride. And the fact that, you know, you want to succeed. But it's not going to kill me, you know, if it doesn't work out. I'll try it again another time. She's a mess right now, but I have hope, and hope does not disappoint.